Alright, back down like SmackDown was playing the third, well, it's like the seventh or eighth playthrough, but the third character to carry into Phantom Liberty for 77, which again, I hope drops August to September because I'm not waiting till the last 3 months of the year. So I'm only gonna run this probably about 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. We left off on Eliar's dig site, getting ready to go into the tunnel and do all the fighting we gotta do there to get ready to recruit her. So we're gonna load that up. Go for that amount of time. Y'all show love, shop it around to your socials, tell your peoples, tell your LGBT peoples. Make sure they come rock with the kid they did, man. Make sure they hit that follow button. We hit 2 of the 4 requirements on our slow but grinding path to Twitch affiliate, so just keep showing love to the channel. Hit that follow button if you ain't following already. Let's get it.
Shields down.
Didn't mean to do that.
Perimeter clear.
That was a bit rough, but yeah. Show love to the channel if y'all ain't following already, man. Like I said, we're going to recruit Liara. And depending on where we at, because today's probably only going to go about 30. Depending on where we at, we'll do some conversations and then touch down in Pharos. But again, we won't do Pharos all the way through. Not this trip. It's obviously a pain on higher difficulties. It's a pain regardless, but definitely a pain on higher difficulties. Took a bit longer, got a bit rough, but there we go.
Regroup!
Ma'am? Ma'am? Okay.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Sorry about that. Had to get some food.
Over there.
Protheans built to last. Looks like a lava flow in here. Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara Tassoni, I presume?
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Sarah.
What? I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past
It's
this.
a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew when I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here.
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. That's the tricky part. Be careful. There was a... Perimeter secured. did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here.
Any idea how we get
There
out?
is an elevator back in the center of the tower. I still cannot...
Saren's looking.
The conduit, but
What the hell was...
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the...
Aye, aye, Commander.
He needs to move faster.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with it.
Too close,
Go with-
Commander. 10
Got a
more seconds
conversation
we
with
would be
Leon
swimming
or
in
Breaker
molten sulfur.
after that.
The Normandy isn't
I'll go a
equipped
bit
to
longer
land in
tomorrow, but later
exploding
I was
volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull.
So.
Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism.
I see. It must be a human. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have
What did
killed
Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions?
We'll get ready to
Yes,
end
that
it in a
makes
minute.
sense.
Like I said,
The
tomorrow we'll
beacons
go a
were
bit
designed to
longer.
transmit
Just playing
information
Cyberpunk
directly
on
into the
the
mind of the
save
user.
for
Finding
hopefully,
one that still works is extremely rare.
again,
No
August
wonder
to
the Geth
September
attacked
release.
Eden Prime. The
We'll
chance
see
to
next
acquire a
one.
working beacon, even a badly
So yeah,
damaged
we'll
one,
definitely go
is
longer
worth
with
almost
it
any risk.
tomorrow or the
But the
day after.
beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly...
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful.
When was the last time you ate?
It is... Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance
We can
to...
talk again after you've seen
Mission
the
reports are
doctor.
filed, Commander. You want me to patch it?
Patch him through.
Setting up the link.
We've received your report, Commander.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do
You
it.
are free to act as you see fit.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill you.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
We almost died in there.
Of course, Commander.
Good luck,
Mission-
Commander. Remember.
If anyone has to
I'm
take...
in charge here.
Yes, ma'am.
Presley.
Understood.
Carry on,
Yes,
Presley.
ma'am.
Message coming in.
Commander Shepard, if you're interested in...
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with... But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do... But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara.
It means a lot to hear you say that,
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Alright, once we talk to Liara, we'll end it. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all come through tomorrow. No specific time. Show love to the channel, man. Hit that follow button if you ain't following already. Shop around to these posters. Tell your people, tell your LGBT peoples. You know, we 5 away from 10, man. We hit 2 of the requirements on the path to affiliate, so we just gotta keep putting in that work. Gotta keep grinding.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could
You might be right. I hope you... Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it cost her too much. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I'd like to know more about...
Although we seek to understand other species...
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our... We still require a partner to reproduce.
I don't...
We then pass these traits onto our daughters.
What happens to your partner?
Every relationship is different. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes...
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Just making sure we ran through that.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something,
Tell
Commander.
me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara.
She's
I was
adorable.
only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I will call it death. Like I said, come through tomorrow. For either we finish off Cyberpunk or the current playthrough for, again, the hopeful expansion that's coming out in August or September, because I'm not waiting till the last 3 months of the year. Or we're going to continue with more of this. But again, come through tomorrow, show love, hit that channel, hit that follow button, support the channel. Tell your peoples, tell your LGBT peoples, you know, same drill. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to slowly get to what we got to get to, man. We're slowly climbing to 50. But yeah, y'all just keep showing love and keep supporting the kid that did. See y'all next stream. Peace.